Hello there mates, Mushi Gaming here, and thank you for checking into this first episode of Robothorium. So let's jump right into it. So this game is a visual novel game, so not really quite sure what to expect. I think the storyline's supposed to be something along the lines of it's like the guy's a detective or something, but I don't know. We'll see what it's about. We'll see what goes on here. Agent 22, I have a personal mission for you. What is it about? You're going to be the Great Pretoria Laboratory. Oh, I don't think I read that right. You will have to stake a Break-Tech employee out for several weeks. His name is S.A.I.A'S. Why am I staking him out? I'm leaving right now. Oh, is there anything particular that I should observe? Yeah. I need you to observe him when he thinks he is alone at work. Photos on his personal session, his private passwords, if he puts 1 or 2 sugars in his coffee. I want to know everything about him. Should I stay in touch with you during this mission? You will send me a detailed report every evening. I will give you further instructions in due time. Oh, okay. I can't ask everything. Why am I staking him out? This dear S.A.I.A'S is a kind of rebellious scientist. We strongly believe that he is working on an extremely dangerous project. We can't afford to let him use Break-Tech's material without surveillance. Why not just getting rid of him? One should be close to one's friends and even more of one's enemies, Agent 22. Your expertise served this purpose, but also need that he carries his project out. Didn't you say that he was dangerous? Between the good hands, he can be very useful for the wilderness of our planet, but in the hands of S.A.I.A'S, it could turn into a time bomb. What will be my role? For the weeks to come, you will be Luis Hernandez. You're 34, have a wife called Lydia, and a 3-year-old little daughter, Katie. You obtained this laboratory assistant job, and this is an honor for you to work alongside S.A.I.A'S. Joining Break-Tech was a dream come true for you. You're also fascinated by robots. You have to become friends with Pip, the cleaning robot of your research room. Any political convictions? You think that I'm not the leader that this planet deserves, that I am almost a dictator, that my party is corrupted, in short, all of the usual persuado revolutionary crap. Any religious convictions? No. However, you think that the bond between humanity and robotics is sacred and should be respected. Do not worry, Agent 22. We will adapt your play if necessary. S.A.I.A'S won't be able to see through that. Can I learn a bit more about his personal life? Alon S.A.I.A'S is 58. He has been working at Break-Tech for more than 10 years. He participated in the development of the artificial intelligence used for all certified robots. He was leading the main team. He is a genius. Impressive. In terms of work, he gets along sweet, how do you say that with a W? Quite well with his colleague Shigeki Roko, nicknamed Shiro. They work together since the beginning. Nothing about this Shiro? Shiro knows nothing about S.A.I.A'S project. We made sure of that. Oh, and also, Shiro can't stand cyborgs. Try to avoid telling him that you are one. Avoid all contact with him. This is capital for this mission. Noted. Anything else? S.A.I.A'S is the father of a 24-year-old woman called Sarah. She appears to be a brilliant student and an outstanding mechanic. Do we have to worry about her? No, she shouldn't cause any trouble in the future. I'm leaving right now. Well, you'll get moving this evening. We will debrief about your first day tomorrow evening. Oh, last but very important detail, Break-Tech has nothing to do with all this. Don't get caught or it will be the end of this mission. Don't disappoint me, Agent 22. Okay, so I'm a cyborg. That's cool. June 1st, 2052. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but okay. I understand that Jackaloff starts to mistrust Break-Tech employees. Since Robot's rebellion, people are getting paranoid. Several weeks of revolt and riots repressed with violence. It feeds the fire of anger, it troubles the hearts, and it spoils the bodies. I am the only cyberized agent of Jackalaw, the whole leg and a part of the right arm. Reinforced titanium and everything. Will it have an impact in this mission? Oh, so he is human, he just had some... Okay, I get it now. I don't know if we could trust Break-Tech. They are making robots, prosthetics, weapons. Who can assure me that everything that comes out of here brings only joy? Bullshit. Anyway, doesn't it take all types to make the world go around? Won't you take another cup of coffee, Sir Sama? Pip, how many times should I remember you to call me Alan? Alan brings an empty cup that Pip immediately fills. Sorry, sir, it might be a lapse of memory. Alan almost chokes while drinking his coffee. That was a good one. We have some visit, Alan. Alan takes a quick look in your direction and immediately gets up. It seems like he was waiting for you. Oh, you're there. Lewis, isn't it? Greet Alan and Pip. Hello, sir. Yes, you're right. And you should be Pip. Nice to meet you. Alan shows a broad smile. I have read your resume, Lewis. It is impressive. Not as much as yours, sir. Oh, I only have a few years more on the mileage. You observe each other for a few seconds without a word. Alan seems to be staring at you. You think it is time to break the silence. What are we working on today? We have the choice. BreakTech has recently injected some funds in our research area. Here, we have the last model of BreakTech's rifle to be upgraded. It's been quite some time now that I received weapons in a mess. We could also prepare a solution allowing to maintain bodies in reconditioning chambers. Nothing really complicated. Finally, we could renovate Pip's thorium tank. For him, he's been leaking for days. This is your first day, Lewis. As a welcome gift, I will let you choose what would be our first collaboration. Well, I know that I'm supposed to be getting on good terms with Pip, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say repair Pip's tank. We won't let Pip lose all his oil. Alan's face suddenly lights up. He seems to enjoy your decision. Let's go! As soon as you start working, the door to the laboratory slams, a huge silhouette is getting closer to you. Hi, guys! Alan sighs. Hello, Shiro. What? Shiro looks like a cyborg himself. Why does he hate robots? Shiro grabs Pip and squeezes him in his muscular arms. He starts rubbing his head. And how's the carcass going? As tactile as usual, sir. Oh, come on. Don't get on your... Shiro realizes Pip and raises his eyes to you. Releases Pip. My bad. Who's he? Luis Hernandez, my new assistant. Greet from far. You salute Shiro by nodding the head. So what do you want, Shiro? Ain't we allowed to say hi to colleagues anymore? Shiro, on a more serious note, I think it's okay. What is okay? But, Alan, the vaccine! Seriously? Alan and Shiro seem to have forgotten about you and are not looking your direction anymore. But looking around, you see a red phone that might belong to Alan lying on the preparation table. It has a casing with a photo of a young lady. You think it should be his daughter, probably a personal phone. Your experience tells you that you have time to hack it. That's the only option I have. Lewis. The data download just ends when Alan calls you. Your heart is racing. You remove the hacking device and turn yourself. Sir, open the little fridge behind you and take the bottle of champagne. Pip, get us 3 cups. No, not early in the morning, Alan. You're sure? This weekend, if you want. Sold. Well, I'll leave you alone. I also have some work. See you later. Shiro leaves the research room and closes the door behind him. Well, what about getting started for real? You end your day and are about to give a call to Jackal, who's waiting for your report. But before, as an experienced agent, you have left your coat in the laboratory to have an excuse to get back in and eventually overhear a conversation. Just before turning at the corner of the corridor leading to the research room, you recognize Alan and Pip's voice. You stay hidden and listen, and it appears that Alan's about to get back home. By the way, how did you find a newcomer? Lewis, I feel like he's smart and wise, and he seems to consider you as a colleague. You don't see a lot of people in BreakTech that would treat you as an equal. That's true. Anyway, I'll get back home. I'm exhausted. Are you staying in a research room this night? Yes, my batteries are almost dead. I will switch to standby and recharge the whole night. Fine. Have a good night, Pip. You too, Alan. Wait for Alan to leave before moving forward. Move forward immediately. I'll move forward immediately so it doesn't seem like I was listening. Alan, Pip! Alan and Pip turn around, both seem surprised to see you lurking in the corridors at this time late. Lewis, what are you doing here? I forgot my coat, sir. Excuse me if I scared you. There's nothing. That's nothing. I'm a bit tired. You work too much, Alan. This is not good for your age. Hey, you. Pip moves aside to let you in. You come closer to the preparation table and you bend yourself to get your coat back, which fell from the chair. It would be the perfect place to spot the spying device, isn't it? Sure. Carefully take a small spying device out of the inner pocket of your pants that you immediately stick under the table. So, I have it. I was verifying that I didn't forget anything. Come on, you should get home now, Lewis. You shouldn't even be here this time. Good night, Pip. Alright, my guy is a top tier agent. Sneaking in spyings, getting some hackings. You push the door of your little home, a tiny studio at the border of town. You throw your bag and your coat on a chair and slouch on the bed. You get up to sit, take your phone lying on a small shaky desk nailed in the wall, and dial Stefan Sheklov's number. Sir, report, Agent 22. Talk about the vaccine, talk about the hack phone, talk about the spying device. I talk about, I guess, the vaccine. I met Shiro. He mentioned that he has discovered a vaccine. What is it about? This has nothing to do with your mission, Agent 22. Focus on Samal. Okay. I managed to hack one of S.A.I.A'S phones. Perfect. Does it contain important information? I have not analyzed it yet, sir. Send me a copy of the memory card immediately. I will take the opportunity to take a look. Send a copy? The copy has been sent, sir. Good work, Agent 22. Talk about the spying device. I managed to place the spying device in the research room. If I learn anything, I will send you a report. I can see that you didn't forget how to do your job. Don't talk about anything. Insta call. This is almost everything, sir. That's all? You better hurry, Agent 22. If you have nothing more to tell me in your next report, I will see myself forced to take certain actions. I understand, sir. See you tomorrow for a new report. He hangs up. You stop the phone on the desk and fall backwards. Your head is lying on a quite hard pillow. This is uncomfortable. Oh wait, the city still lives. The horns emerge with the sounds of bars which are still open. You think about working a bit, but your eyes close by themselves. In less than a minute, you fall asleep. 2nd, June 2052. The rays of sunshine are piercing through the blinds of your studio and wake you with a jolt. It must be late. You look at your watch. It is showing 9:37. You're more than half an hour late. You quickly get up and leave your studio without eating or taking a shower. You arrive at the research room at 10:32. You walk at a brisk pace and maze of the facility and finally arrive to the research room. The doors open. You walk in. So, is this a time to arrive? Excuse me, sir. Alarm clock failure. This is just impossible for an alarm clock to have a failure. Indeed, just like me, the alarm clock is a... It's okay, Pip, we got it. He just wanted to say that he forgot to set it up, isn't it, Lewis? Yes. What are we doing today? If you arrived sooner, we could have worked on 2 or 3 projects, but it's already late. In around half an hour, Shura wants us all in the conference room. He wants to present us with the results of his research about his vaccine. Am I invited? Of course, it gives you some time to do what you want. Into me too, heh. Alan goes sitting in a big leather chair. He turns the screen of his computer on, grabs his personal phone, manipulates it, and enters his password on his computer. The position of the screen prevents you from being able to see what Alan is working on. He has thought about everything. You think it might be useful to check if the hack of his phone led to some results. You comfortably install yourself on a floor cushion next to a machine. You don't know what it's used for. You open your phone and start your hacking software to gather some information. Contacts. A lot of numbers are scrolling in front of your eyes. You read some personal messages diagonally that have been sent to friends, to his daughter, to family members. On the face of it, nothing really concrete. Emails. A lot of advertisements, subscriptions to different online websites, spams, nothing exceptional. Only one email is flagged as important. You open it. You read it. This is a conversation with the chief redactor of the Turn Around the World. You start a research on the internet, but it doesn't give you any results. You then consult the secret files of your spying agency. This is an anarchistic and revolutionary magazine with terrorist tendencies. The redactor name is John Wint and his mate a certain Karen Hinska. Alan seems to be involved in something questionable. Notes. You read what seems to be a shopping list. Under it, the date and time of a medical appointment. Nothing more that could draw your attention. Can I bother you a little, Lewis? With a swift motion of your elbow, you hide the content of the phone to Pip, who is bending to observe what you were doing. What is it about? You will play a very simple game. I'm asking you questions and you answer them. What do you think? Well, this is the game, Alan, right? Alan is totally lost into his thoughts. One can tell by the fingers that he is firmly rubbing on his temples. Pip turns towards you. So, yes? Happy Pip claps his little hands, emitting a high-pitched metal noise. Let's get started. If I say, Pip, you say... If I say Pip, you say... It's you? Pip? Pip? What? A heavy silence invades the room. Obviously no one has understood each other. If I say Pip, you say... It's you? Excellent. If I say jack off, you say... He's a chancellor? I don't know. Sure. Excellent answer. You're very good. Now an easy one. If I say break tech, you say... This is where we are working. Well, well, well. If I say to turn around the world, you say... The noise of the keyboard suddenly stopped. You turn towards Alan, who is staring at you. Pip, wait for your answer, still and unwavering. Okay, so do I let him know that I know about the thing? Or would that give me away? I guess I'll go for it. I think it's the magazine, isn't it? Bingo! Alan gets up from his chair, passes in front of you, then closes and locks his door. The research room. He turns around, looks at you questioningly, comes to sit next to you. How do you know to turn around? Everyone knows to turn around. He's lying. Alan has a little nervous laughter. This is very wrong, my dear Lewis, very wrong. No one knows this magazine. How can you know? You are spending your days cooped up in the laboratory. Why did you have an email from John Wint on your phone, Lewis? Do you know John? John is an old friend of mine. Really, strange that he never talked about you. He's lying, he's lying, he's lying. That was a mistake. Give him a call if you don't trust me. He's bluffing. Let's do that. You didn't think that Alan would really do it. You have to act quickly. You try to remember the message you read before. It was mentioning the name of John, but also one of a woman. You have to give it to Alan. Karen? Tell him to pass on my greetings to Karen. Alan immediately closes his phone and stares at you for some seconds. Is he starting maybe to believe you? You also know Karen. More importantly, I'm wondering how you, a scientist working at Break Tech from the outset, can know John and Karen. It's complicated. So for you, you have the right to find it complicated, but for me, I should answer immediately. Well, trust should be developed from both sides, sir. If you can't trust me, how could I trust you? No, but it's not because you're my supervisor that I should trust you blindly. I never said, do you really think that I would put John and Karen in danger? Do you think that— Stop! I have understood, Lewis. Don't let him manipulate you, Alan. I'm tired, Pip. I'm maybe starting to suspect our own brothers. Alan turns back to you and looks at you from head to toe. Alan nervously moves his fingers in his beard. If you tell me that everyone knows the turnaround is possible after all. Alan! I owe Pip. Who from us two can tell what's happening outside? Maybe we have touched more people than we can believe. You put a benevolent hand on Alan's shoulder. You take a deep breath. You did, Alan. You did. Bingo. On the whole, everything ends up unexpectedly well for you. You feel that Pip would be suspicious about you until the end of the mission. Suddenly, Alan's phone starts beeping. He pulls it out of his pocket, takes a quick look to it, and raises his eyes to you. They're waiting for us to start, Lewis. We should go. Alright. I guess you're staying here, Pip. If staying here can avoid me to come across Shiro, then yes, I stay. You get out of the research room, preceded by Alan. You turn left at the end of the corridor and take some huge, never-ending stairs. Alan is climbing pretty well for his age. Arriving on top, you turn to your right and end up in front of two massive wooden doors from an auditorium legacy of an old university area. Alan pushes one of the two doors leading to a chamber, then pulls the next door, leading on an auditorium itself. Off the top of your head, you must be around 200. Alan goes sitting among the white blouses, camping at the top of the auditorium. He begs you to join the assistants stationed at the bottom. You go down the stairs of the auditorium. The never-ending noise of the discussions are resonating in the immense structure. On the stage, Shiro seems to be repeating a speech while pacing. After several seconds, he starts speaking. My friends, I'm asking for silence. Gradually, conversations stop. The room is now immersed in a perceptive silence. Today is a big day for science and for Break Tech. Today is a great day. You feel that his speech might take quite some time. You didn't think about verifying the information gathered by his finding device. You grab your phone in your pocket and open your hacking software. Sadly, you forgot to do the memory storage yesterday evening. Your spine device will only be able to gather data from now on. As soon as you launch the memory storage, you don't have the time to put it back in your pocket as it starts vibrating. It is collecting something. You open it and read the report. You have access to all the information stored on a computer from the research room. However, one remote is highly protected and can't be accessed. You do several manipulations that you are only one to know, but the system resists. However, you notice that its data are currently processed and used. You then try to track the user down. Session, password, origin. You finally come upon a string of digits and numbers that you know well. This is from one from a robotic user. Its identity signature is 28MBT1007. You open the Break Tech research engine to find the origin of such a robotic signature. This is the one from maintenance robots, more precisely from a cleaning robot. There is no doubt anymore. Pip is hand in glove with Alan. Please acclaim Craig Hashin, as he deserves to be. The audience then bursts in a round of applause. This name rings you a bell. An individual approaches and mounts on the stage. He is covered with a grayish metal and is wearing a white hygienic mask on his face. Thank you. Hey, he looks like Cyborg. His voice instantly reactivates your memory. This is Craig Hashin, leader of the Cyberites, a cyborg political group. He approached you a couple of weeks ago. Between cyborgs, we should help each other, he said. Why on earth is he here? Craig Hashin has generously accepted to participate in the testing phases for the cyborg vaccine. Moreover, many of the Cyberites members will join him for these tests. The room then explodes with applause and screams of joy. Let me explain to you the little originality of this vaccine. On one hand, you eagerly want to know why Shiro talked about a cyber vaccine, since it could directly concern you. On the other hand, you have the opportunity to catch Pip's activity on the research room network. Well, it's not really my job. I need to stay focused on my job. You decide to leave. You just quickly stand up and sneak through the forest of legs. You climb the stairs and reach the 2 entrance doors of the auditorium. Take a quick look at Alan. He's discussing with a colleague and seems immersed. It is now or never. You pull the door and walk out. You quickly go back to the research room. You reach the door and discreetly bring yourself to listen. You recognize the noise of the keyboard from Alan's computer. You immediately walk in the research room. I'm back, Pip. You scared Pip on his chair. He's very surprised to see you there. Lewis, how? The conference didn't really convince me. I asked to Alan if I could go back here, and he said yes. Yes, if not, I wouldn't be here. Pip is staring at you, a hand on the keyboard. What are you working on? What if you stop this little game, Lewis? What game? You can try to impersonate whoever you want, but it doesn't work with me. I don't understand. Stop pretending to be more stupid than you are. To start with, I didn't even need a new assistant. I've inquired and searched through the archives. No trace of your contract. Worse, no trace of Luis Hernandez. Paperwork always takes time. I guess that Alan should have received an email mentioning my arrival, didn't he? Indeed, it also contained your resume and a short explanation later. So what? It is signed by Hemant Ploy. Isn't he the executive of this facility? Right. Well, not anymore since 6 months. Heart attack, dumb accident, and the email is from last week. I passed a job interview several months ago. Maybe Mr. Ploy took his decision way before the email has been sent by his successor. If Pip could laugh, he would do it. Come on. Why would Braytech hire a non-protected cyborg without warning anyone? How do you know that? It's almost like if you were waving your prosthetics around. I don't have a good eye for that kind of details, but I do. So what? Is it really any of your business? You should have stayed to listen to Shio's conference. You would have understood. Understood what? It doesn't matter anymore. I don't understand a word about all this, Pip. Pip gets up from his chair, walks towards you, and prepares to walk out of the research room. I'm going to warn security. Mind you, if you are innocent, then I will apologize. Pip is on the door still, the back turned. The choices. I really don't know. Not that they gave me a crappy alibi, to be honest. Oh gee. You pass on Pip before he goes out. You catch him by the neck and brings him back to the research room. Pip struggles and tries to hit you in the stomach with his elbows. You squeeze him harder. Your mechanical arm could easily crush the small robot. Suddenly you hear a sharp noise of broken metal sheet. Pip doesn't struggle anymore. His head is almost detached from his body. Oil is flowing and a puddle starts to form on the floor. You throw him to the ground. He slumps supine with a thud. You pat your hand on your forehead and wipe some sweat drops. You turn around and come across Alan's computer, still turned on and connected to his session. You sit on the chair and start searching. A development program is still open. Pip seems to be working on it when you surprise him. The project is named S.A.I.A.S, and you totally ignore what it could mean. You then open the folder affiliated to the program and come across a lot of different documents. You open them and read in the diagonal. The documents are about artificial intelligence, robotics, new version, prototyping. Alan seems to work on a big-scale project. A new artificial intelligence? But why keeping it secret? Isn't this what concerns Jackaloff? You prepare to transfer the whole folder on your phone when something tickles the back of your skull. Your experience tells you that this is the cannon of a gun. I can't let you do this. You pretend to turn around. If I were you, I would avoid doing that. You stop moving, staring at the screen. Saya, what is this? The work of a lifetime. Don't do this to Alan. Don't destroy everything. Why is he working on a new artificial intelligence? Do you know what it is to be persecuted? To be pointed out to everyone? To always be the scapegoat for no reason? What do you mean? Alan is doing all this for you, for us, for humanity and robotics, for the sake of this planet. The sake of this planet? What do you think Jackaloff would do once he have all these data? Who told you that they are intended to Jackaloff? Pip presses the cannon of the gun harder on your neck. I told you, not with me. Jackaloff has already stolen 2 of Alan's prototypes to give them to Braytech. They're working on something even bigger. I don't understand. You're overtaken by events, poor thing. With S.A.I.A.S, Alan dreamed to build an intelligence able to choose its own destiny, live alongside humans or let them perish. An entity free to refuse your domination. Sounds like freedom, isn't it? To be able to say no? You are now in an uncomfortable situation. If the person behind this gun was a human being, you could have turned around and grabbed his weapon without a single effort. But this is a robot. A cleaning robot, yes, but still a robot. His precision, his computer speed, he would be faster than you. You're a corner, you have to go for it broke. You turn around and manage to grab the end of the cannon. In fact, this is just a copper tube. You raise your eyes to Pip. His battery embedded in his thorax is linked to an outlet. Why was he charging himself? He is firmly holding a wire in his left hand. By giving a quick glance, you notice that this wire is one from the computer's power supply. Pip is giving you an ultimate look, devoid of expression as always. Don't ruin everything. Pip cuts the wire which ignites in contact with his battery. Within a split second, Pip emits an electrical impulse which travels through the wire to the computer. In a crackling and with a burnt metal smell, the computer and Pip explode. You are shocked by the explosion which triggered the fire alarm. A thump is pulsing in your ears. You struggle to get up. You stagger to walk out of the room while smoke starts to spread in the corridor. Employees are running around, panic. You have to be sure that Alan doesn't see you here. Panting, you manage to get out of the facility. You insert the key in the lock and push the door of your studio. You throw your things on the ground and let you fall on your bed. You replay this day in your head. New artificial intelligence. Here's Small Secret Project, a simple computer program. Pip's sacrifice lets you think that this program is very important, though. It must be very powerful to draw Jackalow's interest that much. If this is the case, Simov is insane. But on which side is he? On one hand, tracking robots down all around the world is a useless undertaking for Jackalow. Robots have served humankind a lot. We have built everything back with them. Their intelligence is exceptional and we are exploiting them shamelessly. You understand the robotic uprising. On the other hand, a new intelligence could jeopardize humankind. If what Pip said is true, then your survival could depend on a malfunction in its matrix. Live alongside us or let us perish. That is what Pip said. The choice is hard. You take a look at your watch. It is showing 1:38 p.m. It's too early to make a report to Jackalow. If you call him now, he will suspect that something happened. All the discoveries have exhausted you morally and physically. You lay down on the bed and close your eyes, just a few seconds. When you open them again, you are immersed in complete darkness, to a point that you can no longer read the time on your watch. Oh, holy crap! You go for your phone, you find it on the ground on the carpet, you turn it on, it is 11:19 p.m. You see the one and only missed call from Jackalow at 9:01, the 1 minute late. A call you should not miss. You're very aware that Jackalow doesn't tolerate any misconduct. You dial his number and it's ringing. Voicemail. You dial again and it's ringing. Voicemail. You put your face into your hands and take a deep breath to relax. You already know that you will have a bad time. Your stomach rumbles. You will get a roasting anyway, so there is no reason to stay hungry. You get up and prepare to leave. You open the door and come face to face with two men. Both are one taller than you. They are closely shaved, short hair with sunglasses on their nose. You can recognize the style of Jackalow's henchmen. You're true walking cliches, guys. They look at you smiling. One is waving the baton he was hiding behind his back. The good old baton, huh? At the end of the baton, a colic nozzle seems to be charged with electricity. The whole baton is crackling. Alright, he hits you with a sharp blow. You immediately faint. You struggle to open your eyes, so that is dazzling you. You try to get up, but your legs and your hands seem to be stuck. You notice his station. You are tied to a chair. Oh, you're finally awake! You recognize the voice of Jackalow and manage to open one eye, considerably winkling your face. Aggressively, your eyes start to get used to the strong luminance. You observe around you. Obviously, you're in an empty hangar. A lamp is turned towards you. So this is how you're treating your employees, Jackalow. You turn your head to your right. Alan Samab seems to be suffering from the same treatment as yours. He is tied to a chair, a lamp turned towards him. Next to Jackalow, you recognize Shiro. He is staring at you attentively. I think we are all here, ain't we? No, sir. One is missing. How silly of me. Jackalow comes closer to you, then kneels in front of you to be at eye level. Where is Craig, Agent 22? Craig? Who is it? Who is he talking about? I don't know who is this Craig, sir. Actually, I can't remember seeing your agent for very long after my conference. Well, where were you, Agent 22? I came back to the research room. To the research room, So maybe you could explain to me why this room was on fire yesterday afternoon. As far as gathering the data on Samav's computer, the cleaning robot exploded with it. You have been surprised by a cleaning robot. I've been negligent. It won't happen again. I can confirm it won't happen again. What can you tell me about this data that you've observed? You know what? Since you're treating me like shit, I ain't saying you nothing. I didn't read them, sir. You dare lying to me? Alec explodes into laughter. Can you tell me what is amusing you so much, Mr. Samo? You can't stand that one of your employees could disagree with you. Not at all. Your power is starting to slip away. The rebel union is emerging right under your nose. Jackalow smiles. I will crush you all. Your project is destroyed, Samov. So you think I didn't take any actions, just in case? Excuse me? The project isn't into my hands anymore now. It's in the hands of someone who will destroy you, Stephen. Jackalow's face is looking more severe. He comes closer to Alan and then pulls a revolver out of his coat. I'd have preferred things to turn out differently. We could have done things different, done huge things together. You chose another path. Alan closes his eyes. Jackalow puts the cannon of the revolver on his forehead. Truth shall prevail. Gunshot. Alan tips over and ends up lying in his own blood, feet and hands tied. Dracula comes closer to you and aims at you. Thank you for all these years of loyal service, Agent 22. Sadly, you disappointed me. Gunshot. That's it? Is that the end of the game? Is that Murder, She Wrote? Is that all the... Is that everything? Cool, so, as usual, I'm pretty sure I got either the worst ending in the game or somewhere close to it, but, what can I do? I am truly the visual novel dunce. Any choices that they give me, I will always make the worst ones. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked it, comment, subscribe, like, and share this video. Get the word out about Misha Gamer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Misha Gamer signing out.